Hello, my name is Chaz Blanks and welcome to my channel. This is my video response to House of Champs and Ben 10th Thousand Yugioh's October 2020 format video. I There will be some agreement, some disagreement, but mostly it's gonna be me just explaining why these certain cards are the reason why this format is good and bad. First thing, Lincross is how do I put this in the most nicest way? This card needs to be banned. Not Christian Hickley Frybacks, but Lincross. You could bring back Glow Bulb, any tuner that, like, even just Synchron. Any tuner that does not, give you token could be brought back if you ban Lincross. Lincross is the reason why so many decks are able to just, gain so much advantage, get so much negation on the field, because you could go Hickley Fryback to Lincross, token to Marcher, or to Formless Synchron, get a draw. It's just and it's not even degenerate. It's just one of those things where it's constant. It's just Lincross just gains so much advantage, and a lot of times this is on turn 0 when your opponent hasn't even gotten a chance to play. And I truly believe that Christian Hickley Frybacks, aka Needle Fiber, could stay if Lincross gets banned. Like, Needle Fiber doesn't need to be banned, Lincross needs to be banned. I do agree with John and Ben 10 that this card is the problem. I don't agree that Hickley Frybacks needs to be banned. If Lincross is banned, in my opinion, you could bring back Glow Bulb and just Synchron, but now not O-Line. O-Line can stay banned. Second card I'm gonna talk about: Smoke Grenade of the Thief. Banned. Needs to be banned. This is a toxic card. Toxic card. It wouldn't be bad if it was one or the other, but not both. If it just said look at your opponent's hand and then return a card to the deck, I wouldn't have no problem with this. Or if it says randomly just discard one card from your opponent's deck, but it says when this equipped magic card is active and destroyed due to a card effect, look at your opponent's hand. Select one card from his or her hand and discard it to the graveyard. That's when you get to look at their hand and then select a card and discard it to the graveyard. If it was random, I would not have an issue. This is hand ripping, and God. And it's not once per turn. It's Legacy. This came out in Legacy of the Darkness. What, 2003? Nah, this card in this format needs to be banned. Two of the best decks could utilize it and just hand rip, like just telegraph what you're playing before you even play it. Man, it's one of those cards where as soon as you see it, you already know it's gonna be a very long day. And this as long as this card's in the format, it's going. And you see Infernobles or you see Dragon Link, yeah. Just, it's just gonna be a long day. Third card that needs to be addressed, or is the reason why this format is toxic: Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. In one word, how can I say this? Powerful. Very powerful card. Right here is like. The summon condition is like, okay, Dark Magician, that means you gotta run one brick, and a Red Dark Dragon or Dragon Effect Monster. Like, Dragon Effect Monster is just, okay, you gotta run 2 bricks, but a lot of time, during your main phase, and that's the one good thing, during your main phase, because if this card would be extremely broken, it says, during either player's main phase, this card would definitely need to be banned. To me, this card needs to just be put to 1, and that's it. Just doesn't need to even be banned. Just put it to 1, it'd be all set. You can destroy 1 monster your opponent controls, and if you do afflict damage to your opponent equal to to that monster's original attack. You can use this effect a number of times per turn up to the number of normal monsters used as fusion material for this card. You can definitely get to use it twice if you decide to use it with Red Eyes Black Dragon. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can discard one card and negate activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If you do, this card gains one solid attack. And it's a quickie. You know how we love quickies. Yes. Very powerful card. This card doesn't need to be banned. It needs to be put to 1. It just needs to be put right to 1. And let's call it that. This card is... it's being seen in everything. Sub-tiers, Altergeist, any deck that has space for it. Like, any deck that could fit like an extra... Like, if you have space in your extra deck, this card definitely is going to be seen in there. Very powerful card. But this is not the card. This is not the problem card of this whole combo. Predator Plant, Verde, and Anaconda. This card. This is the problem card. In my opinion, this card should be banned. In my opinion, this is a very... It's toxic because it was ran with also Rainbow Neos. You could send Neos Fusion to the graveyard and then easily summon Neos Fusion, Rainbow Neos out, and that card was 4,500 beast stick that could blow up a whole field. This card is definitely a problem. It's not Red Eyes Dark Dragoon or Dragoon or Red Eyes. That's not the problem card. This is the problem card. Predator Plant, Verde, and Anaconda. It just turbos out 2,000 life points. For 2,000 life points, I can summon Red Eyes Dark Dragoon turn 1. Like, and the main issue with it is not the effect of it, is how easy it is to summon 2 effect monsters. It should say 2 effect monsters, one including 1 Predator Plant monster. That's what it should have been. It should have been 2 effect monsters, comma, including 1 effect including 1 Predator Plant monster. That's what it should have said. If it would have said comma 1, including 1 Predator Plant monster, like, this card would be a lot more balanced. But 2 effect monsters is way too generic. Just way too easy to get out. Just way too easy to utilize in all these decks. This card definitely needs to get banned. This is a problem card. This card is one of the reasons why this format is toxic. It's not the main reason, but it's one of the reasons. This is like, and I agree, this card definitely needs to be addressed on the next ban list. Real quick, Miscellaneous Swords. I agree with Ben 10,000 Yugioh's opinion when he said, or not even opinion, he was telling the truth when he said that no one was complaining about this card at 3 when Called by the Grave was at 3. Called by the Grave needs to go back to 3. This card is very powerful, but if Dinosaurs was to get hit, there's one card that needs to get hit. It's not Miscellaneous Swords. This card was already limited. Dinosaurs didn't do it. Like, was potent, but not too powerful. This card doesn't need to be hit again at all, and it can stay at 3. This card just makes Dinosaurs a lot more powerful. It's able to. Dinosaurs is mostly a blind second going deck. This is the card. If they was to hit a card for a Dinosaur, this is the card. Fossil Dig is the card that needs to be addressed in Dinosaurs. Fossil Dig is Rhoda. It says add 1 level 6 or lower dinosaur type monster from your deck to your hand. This card is Rhoda. It says it pretty much just says just grab a dinosaur. Anything level 6 or lower, just grab it, put it in your hand and use it. Boom. This card is Rhoda. Every deck needs a rota. I mean, every archetype, like Cybers, I think they have Finite Mining, Machine. I mean, depending on what machine deck, like you got Machine Dupe, but that's not really rota, but it's close enough. Every deck needs a card where it just says add one level, 6, or 4, or whatever level monster from deck to. You just need like a card that could be easily turned to a +1. A combo starter. Every archetype needs that. Every type, monster type needs that. Fossil Dig is not the problem. I was there. Fossil Dig is the card. It's not a problem card, but if Konami was to hit it, they need to hit this card. And last but not least, Cyframe Gamer. This is not a problem card. This card doesn't need to be addressed, but anytime this card becomes one of the top hand traps in the format, is when the format is, how do I say this? Between this card and Draw and Lockbird, between Cyframe Gamma and Draw and Lockbird, if one of those two or both of them are one of the most prevalent hand traps in the format, is when the format has gone to all hell. Droll is Cyframe does stop a lot of decks, but when these two cards are played, in main decks and or side decks, it's when a format has gone to all hell and it's toxic. It is these two hand traps, Droll and Cyframe Gamer, are toxic for this format, or the reason why this format is partly toxic. I would like to thank House of Champs and Ben 10 Saldo Yugioh for starting this conversation. This is the conversation Yu-Gi-Oh! We Yu-Gi-Tubers need to have. Once again, my name's Chad Blinks, and like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to chat with you guys. Alright, thank you. Have a good day.